Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of College Basketball with UWGB in Campus Legends, as we are going to be starting conference play. We are 5-5 overall in the season. I've mentioned all these stats towards the end of the last episode. It will obviously change throughout the season, but um, we are ready to advance to the first game in Illinois Metropolitan against Green Bay for conference play. And hopefully we can take a dub. And we do. And Maurice Lawson came back. He was gone for a game for an injury. And we won by 20 points. We had 58.9 and 56 on the field goal and 3-point percentages, 57.1 on free throw, 33 total rebounds, 11 steals, 1 block, 14 turnovers, and 16 personal fouls. Our game leaders are 17 points with Nelson, Murphy with 5 total rebounds, and Chapman with the 3 assists. Chapman with 8 points, 11 for Murphy, 17 for Nelson, 8 for Matthews. Webb with 16, 11 for Quinn Sutton, 8 for Andre Collins, 3 for Murray, and bringing the one debut of McDaniel. He got 2 points and 8 for Sutton, as we had McDaniel and Murray and Webb for centers. So, with Lawson being out. So, that came into play. See if anything has changed. Okay, so still on the up and rising. So we will play Purdue Fort Wayne. And hopefully we can catch a dub. And we lost by 5. We lost Jeremy Murray for a game, 41-35 for field goal and 3-point percentage, 90 on the free throw, 43 total rebounds, 6 steals, 2 blocks, 18 turnovers, and 15 personal fouls. Nelson had 25, Lawson had 11, and Murphy with 4. Need to look at the box score. 11 for Chapman, 19 for Murphy, 25 for Nelson, 6 for Matthews. Lawson had 10 in his first game back, 4 for Webb, 6 for Quinton, and 0 for Collins, Murray, and Sutton. So at this point, overall, let's take them down. We're gonna bring him down to 8. Or auto do it. So Austin's right there. And it's 10-10-9 for Webb. No, okay, sweet. Bench starters. Are that Murphy. So we got the 2 guards, and then yeah. There. That's the... Okay. So there's that. So we can set that. Okay. So we lost by 7. It's not the end of the world. We just then dropped all the way to 9th because we're 1-1 conference. Brookings State may be a tough one for us. So last year we lost to them a couple of times. And we lost by 3. He's recovered. 47.4, 48.1 on those, and 66.7 in the percentages. 29 total rebounds, 7 steals, 1 block, 18 personal fouls, and 12 turnovers. Murphy had 8 total rebounds, 21 points, and Matthews had 4 assists. Chapman 13, 21 Murphy, Nelson with 19, 6 for Matthews, 9 for Lawson. McDaniel had nothing, 3 for Sutton, 4 for Webb, 2 for Collins, 4 for the other Sutton. Alright. Then we go here. Perimeter defense. Has anything really changed? Okay, he's up to a 75, 74. He dropped down 1, but he's redshirting, so I'm not too worried about it. Now we go to Minnesota Catholic. They haven't won a game, but that doesn't matter. Alright, so we crushed by 31. 51.8, 43.8, and 70.8 on the percentages, respectfully. Total rebounds 42, 5 blocks, 7 steals, 19 turnovers, and 13 personal fouls. We had Murphy with 24, Lawson with 8 total rebounds, Chapman with 4 assists. 17 for Chapman, 24 for Murphy, 8 for Matthews and Nelson, 6 for Lawson, Collins, and Webb, 7 for Sutton, 4 for McDaniel, and 3 for Sutton. Okay. We'll kind of do that way. He scores quite a bit for us too as well. So we are 2-2, 7 seed if it were to end today. This has kind of stayed the same. Besides Chapman, it's Lawson now. So we're going to Colonial. One by 10. 46, 48.5, and 37.5 on the percentages. 42 for rebounds, 4 blocks, 5 steals, 16 turnovers, 18 personal fouls, and Murphy had 24 points and 8 total rebounds and 4 assists to Chapman. Wrong team. Murphy 24, Nelson with 17, 3 for Matthews, Lawson with 5, Chapman with 4, 13 with Quinton, 3 for Sutton, and the other Sutton, 2 for McDaniel and Murray, and then 1 for Webb. So I think intangibles, we're just going to go right back to on-ball offense again. So we are tied 8-7, but 3-2, and they're 4-1 on conference. 82-64. So tiebreaker 4-2. Chapman had 7 assists and 19 points. Lawson had 8 total rebounds. 43.9 on the field goal, 3.39, 80 on free throw, 42 total rebounds, 2 blocks, 10 steals, 16 turnovers, and 14 personal fouls. 19 points for Chapman, 11 for Murphy, 17 for Matthews, 6 for Lawson, 18 for Nelson, 6 for Sutton, 3 for Collins. Webb, McDaniel, and Murray could not score, and 2 for the other Sutton. Going to Fargo State. We won 83-73. We had 46, 38.9, and 78.9 on the percentages. 28 total rebounds, 7 steals, 5 blocks, 15 turnovers, 13 personal fouls. Chapman had 18 points, Lawson had 8 total rebounds, Nelson had 6 assists. 18 points for Murphy, 15 for Nelson, 10 for Matthews, 9 for Lawson, 18 for Chapman, 0 for Sutton, 2 for Collins, 0 for Webb, McDaniel, and Murray, and 11 for Sutton. So the mid has gone down a little bit. Review on ball, post offense and stuff, but we're gonna keep it on there for one more game at least. We play Fairborn. We're 10-7, 5-2 in the conference. Fairborn is 4-3 in the conference, 5-12. We'll see how this goes. We lost by 11. They're always a tough team to play. 37.3, 29.4, 63.2, 36 total rebounds, 6 steals, 1 block, 16 personal fouls, 13 turnovers. Murphy had 17 points and 4 assists, and Lawson had 10 total rebounds. So 15 for Chapman, 17 for Murphy, 9 for Nelson, Matthews with 12, 6 for Lawson, 5 for Sutton, 0 for Collins, McDaniel and the other Sutton. 2 for Webb. And that is a bummer. We will take him off. And then we have 5. We'll put that like that. There we go. Don't have to worry about that. We can kind of see what's happening, but don't really have anything to really look at. Indiana Lutheran. One by 2, dislocated finger. Kind of removed him from the rotating players anyway. But we just won against Indiana Lutheran, 76-74. Matthews had 18 points. Lawson had 10 total rebounds. Chapman had 3 assists. 38.2, 35, and 71.4 in respectable percentages. 37 total rebounds, 2 blocks, 9 steals, 15 turnovers, and 16 personal fouls. 11 for Murphy, 7 for Nelson. Matthews 18, 8 for Lawson, 6 for Chapman, 9 for Collins, 7 for Sutton, 4 for Webb, 6 for the other Sutton, and 0 for McDaniel. We'll be facing Detroit. And Brookings State is 9-0 in the conference. So they have Otto lost by 4. 42.4, 36.4, 77.8 on the percentages. 32 total rebounds, 3 blocks, 7 steals, 13 turnovers, and 11 personal fouls. Murphy had 8 total rebounds and 4 assists, and Nelson had 19 points. 7 Chapman, 8 Murphy, 19 Nelson. Matthews had 17, 11 for Lawson, 5, 7 and 2 for Sutton, Collins, Webb, and 0 for Sutton and McDaniel. So we're going to go with post offense. Mid has gone up again. So these guys are injured. And 6-4 in the conference. Move on to North Kentucky. Lost by 31 or 21. 38.5, 28, and 81.5 for the percentages. 30 total rebounds, 2 blocks, 5 steals, and 18 turnovers, 9 personal fouls, 15 points for Murphy and 4 assists, and Lawson had 6 total rebounds. 11 for Chapman, 15 for Murphy, 13 for Nelson and Matthews, 8 for Lawson, 2 for Sutton, 3 for Collins, 4 for Webb, and Sutton and McDaniel had 0. We're facing Oakland. And we'll see if we can get a win. Lost by 10. And we lose Foster White, Nick Taylor. We get back Murray. Alright. 40.7, 32.3, 57.1 percentages, 40 total rebounds, 11 steals, 0 blocks, 22 turnovers, and personal fouls of 20. Nelson 12, Sampson Murphy 10 total rebounds, Chapman 3 assists. 9 for Chapman, 5 for Murphy, 12 for Nelson, 9 for Lawson, 11 for Matthews, Sutton with 6, 4 for Webb, Collins with 3, 2 for Sutton, and McDaniel 5. Western Illinois. Lose by 6. And we lose Sampson Murphy for a game. 41.8, 41.9, 63.6. Overall, 34 total rebounds, 1 block, 6 steals, 21 turnovers, and 15 personal fouls. So Murphy got 4 assists, Lawson 8 total rebounds, and Matthews with points, 20 points. So 8 for Chapman, 9 for Murphy, 20 for Matthews, 3 for Lawson, 14 for Nelson, 4, 3, and 5 for Sutton, and Collins, 0 for Webb and McDaniel. Now going to Milwaukee. We got Sampson Murphy, Mike Payne back. 1 by 2, 46.9, 34, and 87. 0.5 for the free throw. Total rebounds 41, 8 steals, 2 blocks, 16 turnovers, and 16 personal fouls. Nelson with 18 points. Sutton with 10 total rebounds, 5 assists for Chapman. Chapman with 16, 12 for Matthews, 11 for Lawson. Quentin Sutton had 17, Nelson had 18, 5 for Collins, Webb with 2, 0 for Sutton and McDaniel, and 2 for Nick Taylor. So I think we are not hitting our goal. So we're at 12 and 12 right now. So we're getting better on the inside and mid. Overall, 3 points in and out. And I know somewhat on-ball offense we were doing better if we focused on that. $81. Alright, 75. And he's a redshirt senior, so after that, this series done. Junior guard, freshman, 73 for forward, 75 for Lawson, and 65 for Taylor. So, doing pretty well. Yeah. Back to Illinois Metro. Uh, 69 to 49. 36.1, 37.9, 66.7. 39 total rebounds, 13 steals, 2 blocks, 14 turnovers, and 12 personal fouls. Chapman had 3 assists and 18 points, and Lawson had 8 total rebounds. Chapman with 18, Murphy with 10, 5 for Nelson, 14 for Matthews, Lawson with 5, 4 for Sutton, 9 for Collins, 0 for Webb, 3 for Sutton, and 1 for McDaniel. And we go to Fort Wayne. So yeah, we are not hitting our goal this year. But we do win 75 to 72, 42.6, 31.2, 63.3, 31 total rebounds, 2 blocks, 8 steals, 14 turnovers, and 19 personal fouls. Nelson had 19 points, Murphy with 9 total rebounds, and Chapman with 5 assists. So we had 13 for Chapman, 10 for Murphy, 19 for Nelson, Matthews with 10, 16 for Lawson, 0 for Sutton and Collins, and then 2 for Webb and McDaniel, and 3 for Sutton. Really got to see if things are going pretty well. So, okay. Going back to Brookings State. This is still conference, and we beat them 85 to 64. 50.9, 43.3, and 100% on the free throw. He had 16 free throws that we made. 34 total rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 16 turnovers, and 15 personal fouls. Murphy had 16 and 5 assists. Lawson had 9 total rebounds. Chapman had 11, 16 for Murphy, 15 for Nelson and Matthews, 12 for Lawson, Sutton with 4, Collins with 6, and 2 for Webb, Sutton, and McDaniel. And then Minnesota Catholic. We won 99 to 88, or 99 to 82. Elliott Sutton, twisted ankle, hyperextension, only out for a game. 49.3, 39.5, 66.7. The percentages: 38 total rebounds, 3 blocks, 9 steals, 8 turnovers, which is great, and personal fouls at 14. Chapman had 22, and Matthews had 9 total rebounds. Murphy had 7 assists. So 22 for Chapman, 11 for Murphy, 15 for Nelson. Matthews was 14, 7 for Lawson, 3 for Quentin. Andre Collins 13, 0 for Webb, 7 for Sutton, and 7 for McDaniel. We got Colonial. So 76 for Murphy, 74 for Nelson, 70 for McDaniel. Overview. We'll do perimeter offense. Colonial. $83 to 61. We get Sutton and McDaniel. Collins has a groin strain. 42.2 field goal, 39.4. 3-point free throws 80. Total rebounds 47. 8 steals, 2 blocks, 16 turnovers, and 10 personal fouls. Chapman had 9 total rebounds and 5 assists, and Nelson had 20 points. 14 Chapman, 15 Murphy, 20 for Nelson, 2 for Matthews, Lawson, and Sutton. Collins had 6, Webb had 10, 9 for Murray, and Nick Taylor for 3. Playing Fairborn. Lawson's out with the back spasm. And we won 96-48. Quinton Sutton had 23. Murphy had 8 total rebounds and 5 assists. 52.9, 34.8, and 72.7 on the percentages. 48 total rebounds, 7 steals, 4 blocks, 10 turnovers, and 16 personal fouls. Chapman had 22, 8 for Murphy, 10 for Matthews, and Lawson. Nelson had 0, 9. Sutton had 9, and 23 for the other one. 4 for Murray and Webb, and McDaniel had 6. And we're back facing Illinois Metropolitan again for the first round, which is kind of funny because that's how it was last season. We are 13-7, 18-12. And in the first round of conference play, or conference tournament. So, and we will not have Lawson for the first round. We will have Webb. Should be good. But I also want to see okay. We will play the first round. We won 94-81, and we have Lawson back, but we lose Taylor, Murray, and Murphy. And we face Fort Wayne. So that will be interesting. Kind of try and look at what's been improving, but I think it's like every 3 games it will show an improvement. So 19-12. So what are we gonna do for a game plan? So having these 3 gone, 76. But seems like it has it all figured out, so not gonna worry about it. Watch the brackets. So Brookings number 1, us in Fort Wayne, Milwaukee, North Kentucky, and Western Illinois, Indiana Lutheran are left. Okay, we won again. we got our kind of star players back. We face Milwaukee. And I think Milwaukee beat us. Kind of kicked our butt. Oh no, we won by 2. So it was a good game overall. We won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight now. Lost 4 straight, lost 1, lost 3 straight and stuff, but it comes down to this. Alright, I'll just make sure because we got he's 70 overall, so might as well. Oh, is that a guard? Yeah. Never mind. It was a guard, not a center. Alright. Let's go back to that screen. Made it to the championship. We won 102 to 76. 45.8, 43.9, and 75. And then 54 total rebounds, 4 steals, 4 blocks, 9 turnovers, 19 personal fouls. Quentin Sutton had 23 points and 4 assists. Steve Chapman had 8 total rebounds, I should say, not 9. Chapman had 4 points, 19 for Nelson, 12 for Matthews, 11 for Murphy, lost him with 4. Sutton, 23. Collins for 12, 8 for Webb, 0 for McDaniel, and Sutton with 9. So we're in conference championship against Western Illinois. We'll see if we made it in. And we did. By 3. We made the national tournament. We won by 3, and that's all we need. Lawson had 20 points, 12 total rebounds, 4 assists for Chapman. 19 points for Chapman, 4 for Matthews, Lawson with 20, 13 for Murphy, 11 for Nelson and Sutton, 8 for Collins, 3 for Webb, 0 for Sutton and McDaniel. All right. They have it out. Okay. All right. We are facing North Carolina as a 16th seed. We will general reports. Just kind of looking, see if anything, a boost would have happened or anything, but we're playing against North Carolina. You got faith in us, but I know it would be a one and done type thing, but we'll see if anyone else would have made it in. No, I think we are the only one, which would make sense, but I did have a save that I played before that there was 4 of the Horizon League teams that made it in, but not this year. Advance, we're going to sim. And who knows, we could upset them. And we did! No way. Nelson with 31 points, 7 total rebounds for Chapman, and Nelson with 6 assists. We had 53.7 percentage on field goal, 51.5 on 3-point, 94.4 on free throw, 28 total rebounds, 3 blocks, 6 steals, 23 turnovers, and 21 personal fouls, and yet we still won by 6. Box score: 22 for Chapman, 31 for Nelson, 14 for Matthews, 9 for Lawson. 6 for Murphy, 3 for Quentin Sutton, 3 for Andre Collins, 4 for Webb, and McDaniel and Sutton had nothing, points-wise. This is interesting. And we have a news story. Green Bay rolling, won 7 straight. Green Bay has captured the attention of supporters with their current winning streak of 7 games. Their 18-12 overall record and growing confidence have given fans plenty to cheer about, and a 13-7 record in conference play, ranking 4th in the conference through 20 games. This surge has been attributed to a mix of veteran leadership and emerging talent. Their head coach noted the team's chemistry right now is unbelievable, and we are riding that momentum, which is true. The team's commitment to staying grounded and focused has been key to their success. Fans remain hopeful as Green Bay is currently falling short of preseason expectations with 12.1 offensive rebounds per game. Green Bay has shown relentless effort. Green Bay's dominance on the boards has been key to their success with 36.9 rebounds per game. With each win, excitement builds for Green Bay as they aim to make this historic run. Their fans seem to be eagerly anticipating the rest of the season. The buzz around the team continues to grow, and hopes are high for an unforgettable postseason run. Keeping up this momentum will be key to making those hopes a reality. So, we face California Catholic. I believe that is Stanford, as they are an 8 seed and we are a 16 seed. So, we will simulate to the next day, or the next game, I should say. Maybe we'll win. Maybe this may be the end. And we win. 97-82. 50.8% on the field goal. 3-point, 50%, 87.5 on free throws, 38 total rebounds, 2 blocks, 6 steals, 12 turnovers, 14 personal fouls. We got 31 points for Nelson. Lawson has 13 total rebounds. Steve Chapman has 4 assists as leaders. So Chapman has 20, 31 for Nelson. Matthews with 16. Murphy with 12. 5 for Lawson. 3 for Quentin Sutton. 0 for Collins and Webb. And McDaniel and Sutton get 6 and 4. This is crazy. I don't think we're expecting this. Okay. So it's on the 7th, so there hasn't been really anything new overall in our behalf. So we face Kansas. And we will sim. And we lost 82-50. We had a good run. 30.2, 20.6, 71.4, 27 total rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 13 turnovers, 21 personal fouls. Matthews with 9 points, Lawson with 8 total rebounds, Chapman with 2 assists. 5 for Chapman, 8 for Lawson, Murphy with 7, 9 for Matthews, 6 for Nelson, Sutton with 3, 0 for Collins, 2 for Webb, McDaniel with 0, 2 for Sutton, 3 for Foster White, and 5 for Murray. Any league news recently on us? No. So we will sim to the rest of the season that we made it to quarterfinals. Kansas moves on as they beat Ohio State. So it's Durham versus Kansas, Virginia, and Utah. LA Sun with a wrist. Kansas and Utah. And with a back spasm. So I was hoping that Kansas would win because we lost to them, but Utah won 69-67 overall. It's a good run, very good run. And it's time for the off season. So, the end of the season comes to, or the season comes to a close with Utah winning national championship. Durham, Kansas, Virginia, Utah were the semifinalists. Oswaldo Soto is National Player of the Year for Norwood, and Virginia was the Coach of the Year. Todd Dunn, Defensive Player of the Year from Fort Collins State. Zachary Hoffman, 6-man. North Carolina's Olin Rivera. is on there. There's nobody of us. On the national level, we have North Kentucky, Louis Medina, Coach of the Year. Leonard Ellis, Fargo State, Player of the Year. Mike Nichols, Defensive Player. Quentin Sutton, Sixth Man, and Nelson, Freshman of the Year. So we have nobody on the first team. Second team is our junior guard, Murphy. Freshman guard, Nelson. And then freshman, Nelson again. So we picked a good guy in the freshman category. So our expected was 21-9, and we were 24-13. So we were pretty darn good, and we jumped quite a bit. So we have 8 points. We got the record, 1 conference championship, so that gave us a +3. Lost in the third round, that's +2, and then our age bonus of 40. So we're gonna do at least do that. Do 86 on recruiting, and bump everything else up 2. That way we can get the best recruits possible. So we will advance. We are a 4. So we are a 4 in our conference. I thought we were still kind of a 3 at the cusp line. So Sunshine, we'll just go from the bottom to the top. So Sunshine is losing Hampton as realignment and stuff like that is every year. Horizon is staying the way it is. I think we had a couple of 1s, and now they're bumped to a 2, and 3s and 4s, and Brookings State has a 5. Celebration, nobody's leaving, nobody's coming in. Patriot, nobody's leaving, no one's coming in. Continental, they are gaining Hampton and losing Memphis and Coppin. San Marcos State is coming into the mountain, and they're losing Boise. San Marcos State is the one that left from the Great Plains to the mountain. Northeast is gaining Coppin and losing Norwood to the Heartland, so they're going to the Big Ten. Norwood is gaining, or Big Ten, Heartland is gaining Norwood, and nobody's leaving. The Southeast is gaining Memphis, and nobody leaving. The Pac-12 is, or Pacific in this case, is gaining Boise, nobody leaving, and the Atlantic, or ACC, is completely full, and nobody's leaving. So the max is 18 schools. All right. Job offers. I can go to Purdue, Kentucky. I'm surprised Wisconsin didn't offer again, unless if they're happy with their coach. Probably a lot of these would want me to go to them, and we are going to accept on Green Bay. We are staying in Green Bay. Managed staff. Our graduate assistant got poached to South Carolina. Okay. There we go. review. What would we... I think Mr. Sean West would be fine because of being from defense training to recruiting. So, yeah, fine. Gonna keep these guys, and we're gonna keep our coaching staff, so nobody's leaving or getting fired. So, I like how this cool how they see this stuff. So, advance. Yeah. Poached my decent guy, but then Shadowist just joined me. Just to join at this point. There we go. Some departures. See who's graduating. He's leaving. Okay. He's homesick. Leaving. Okay. Graduating are 82 overall forward, and Nigel at 72 for graduation. So we have we're gonna cut Mike Payne and Thomas. So we have 77, 76, 74, 73, 70, 65. We'll probably think been injured a little bit, but he's probably like a 1-star. Played quite a bit, but then he was kind of that low overall, so we're just gonna cut him. Foster White is the same, or did I just get him? Probably just got him, so we will probably redshirt him and have him develop, so these 3 will be gone. Just want to see draft results. So we have Norwood, Swado, 92 overall. See if there's anybody. Some in the 80s, but I think it would have said if one of our guys got drafted, so yeah, doesn't look like they did. So hopefully we can get decent recruits being the 3rd round. Thought these guys would develop more, and they just didn't. Okay. What are we looking for? So we need 4 forwards. We have no forwards. There. Make an offer. Don't need any guards, but we need forwards. High school 3-star. Okay. But I guess at this point it's keep on Wisconsin. But from 65 and above, anything's gonna help. So Richard Senior, so it'd be his last year. Okay. See if any of them commit right away. None. Okay. Okay. So we just need 1 center and 4 forwards. And nothing. Okay, I think I'm losing this one. Okay. So let's have that. Probably shoulda, but some of these I take forever to commit. I really don't need a guard, but so I have 3 commits. So I have the forward, and a center. Targets. Okay. There's that. So my commits is that. 65. I'll make an offer. See if anything happens. See if anything happens. Seven commits. Alright. Okay. So all forwards. Okay. So we got a bunch of 4 freshmen. So we have 14 players. Okay. 1 freshman staying in state, and 3 stars. So that's good. So we'll go to signing day. And our expectation right now is 22-8. We'll have to see what the schedule is looking like. But Oswaldo of Illinois, Gabriel Peters of Kansas Manhattan, Vernon Warren, Louisiana, Memphis of Rudy McGee, Landon Price of Virginia. So we got West Lafayette 85, Wisconsin 85, East Lansing State 85, Virginia 84, and Durham at 83. So it got bumped up a little bit. We're 72. That's why I'm conference coach of the year. Okay. So Simpson Murphy 77. So 66. Okay. Foster will redshirt you. Maybe we'll do... Yeah, we'll do these 3. That way they can focus on development and get higher up. On ball offense to start off with. Or... Yeah, on ball offense. So it seems to be what's working. So, Florida, change to Bozeman, Connecticut, last time they beat us like crazy, so kind of get revenge on them. San Marcos, Oklahoma. Coastal Florida. Pittsburgh. We'll start with that. Okay, they've gone up. We'll start off with Wisconsin. 26-4. Okay. We're basically doing the same schedule for conference every year, essentially, which is interesting. All right. Now we'll start with Wisconsin at home, and Wyoming. There's 71. We'll keep it. But so 41-21, 28-12 in conference, 8-2. My top guys are Murphy, Lawson, Nelson, and Sutton. Lawson and Sutton are seniors, and Murphy, and our one sophomore guard as well. So that's so there's that. With Darnell Jordan, it's a freshman. That will be our starting lineup, and we'll save it on this, and we'll see how this goes. But other than that, hopefully y'all enjoy this episode and see how crazy things can happen with just simulating and stuff, and making it to the third round in the national tournament, and without that expecting of knocking off North Carolina and Kansas. Or no, not Kansas, getting knocked off by Kansas, but still winning as a 16 seed, North Carolina and Stanford, uh, California Catholic. So have a good one.